Hello everyone, welcome to watch my channel. I'm Sun and I'm recording this video because I want to share my experience learning English with ChatGPT and ELSA Speak. So let's see what goes. Xin chào các bạn, chào mừng tới với kênh của mình. Mình tên là Sơn và mình ghi lại video này vì muốn chia sẻ kinh nghiệm học tiếng Anh với ChatGPT và ELSA Speak. Vậy thì hãy xem nó diễn ra như thế nào nhé. Ok. Yesterday I thought I would create some question to answer according to this paragraph, but I think is no need. Beside that, I just focus on this paragraph and trying to remember it, although it's hard. Okay, so let me I try. So I will at first I will use the ELSA Speak to check my voice when I speak it. Okay. Do you like traveling? Where do you usually go on holidays? Yes, I love traveling. For me, it's one of the best ways to relax, explore new places, and learn about different cultures. Whenever I have free time or a long holiday, I try to go somewhere, either with friends or with my family. Most of the time, I travel within my country because it's more affordable and there are still so many beautiful places to visit. For example, I've been to Da Nang, Dalat, and Nha Trang. Each place has its own charm: beaches, mountains, or peaceful countryside. I enjoy walking around local markets, trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. Sometimes, if I have enough money and time, I go abroad. A couple of years ago, I visited Thailand and it was amazing. The food was delicious, people were friendly, and the temples were really impressive. I'd love to travel more in the future. Japan, Korea, and some European countries are on my wish list. When I travel, I usually prefer short trips, like 3 to 5 days. That way, I can enjoy the place without feeling too tired. I often book hotels online and plan my itinerary in advance so I don't waste time during the trip. I'm not a big fan of crowded tourist spots, so I try to find a quiet place where I can relax. Traveling also helps me take a break from work and daily stress. It gives me a chance to clear my mind, breathe fresh air, and enjoy life at a slower pace. After a trip, I always feel more energetic and ready to go back to my routine. To me, holidays are not just about sightseeing, they are also about creating memories, meeting new people, and stepping out of my comfort zone. Even a short trip can be meaningful if you travel with the right attitude. Each place has its own charm. Beat it, beat, beat, beat it, beat, 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 beat,
Beach.
beat, beat it, beaches, mountains, beautiful countryside. I enjoy walking around, I guess. Trying street food, trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. I'd love to travel more in the future. Wish wish list are on my wish list. Wish list. When I travel, I usually prefer a short trip. Places without feeling. Wish list are on my wish list. Are on my wish list. Wish list. Wish list. Beach. 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 Từ này nhạy cảm thế nhỉ? Beaches. 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 Beach. Beaches. Beach. Beaches. Beaches. Breathe. Fresh air. Enjoy life. The space. Breathe. Fresh air. Breathe. Okay. Almost correct. So our holiday. Ago. You add which was needed to a. Ago. 2 years ago. You said A instead of E. Holiday. Affordable. Holiday. You said instead of beautiful. Full. Around local. Around. Meaningful. Peaceful. Speakful. Peaceful. Meaningful. You said can the make sure you don't get distracted by the spelling and use the different vowel instead of this relaxed can the can the st about it's toy. It's about toy. Quiet. Sightseeing. Sightseeing. Okay, so sightseeing. What's wrong?
Sightseeing.
Sightseeing. Traveling.
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 Traveling. Do you like traveling? Do you like traveling? Holiday.
Holidays. Holidays.
holiday, holiday, holiday,
Holidays.
holiday, holiday, explore, affordable. For example,
Example.
example, for example, is girl. For example, mountains,
Mountains.
mountains, 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 mountains. Tough food, food,
Food.
food, food, food. Okay. Do you like traveling? Where do you usually go on holidays? Yes, I love traveling. For me, it's one of the best ways to relax, explore new places, and learn about different cultures. Whenever I have free time or a long holiday, I try to go somewhere, either with friends or with my family. Most of the time, I travel within my country because it's more affordable and there are still so many beautiful places to visit. For example, I've been to Da Nang, Dalat, and Nha Trang. Each place had its own charm: beaches, mountains, or peaceful countryside. I enjoy walking around local markets, trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. Sometimes, if I have enough money and time, I go abroad. A couple of years ago, I visited Thailand and it was amazing. The food was delicious, people were friendly, and the temples were really impressive. I'd love to travel more in the future. Japan, Korea, and some European countries are on my wish list. When I travel, I usually prefer short trips, like 3 to 5 days. That way, I can enjoy the place without feeling too tired. I often book hotels online and plan my itinerary in advance so I don't waste time during the trip. I'm not a big fan of crowded tourist spots, so I try to find quiet places where I can relax. Traveling also helps me take a break from work and daily stress. It gives me a chance to clear my mind, breathe the fresh air, and enjoy life at a slow pace. After a trip, I always feel more energetic and ready to go back to my routine. To me, holidays are not just about sightseeing, they are also about creating memories, meeting new people, and stepping out of my comfort zone. Even a short trip can be meaningful if you travel with the right attitude. Chỗ này most of the time này hết thiếu. Beaches, beaches, beach. Cây đó nhỉ, sao đọc từ này không được nhỉ?
Beach.
Beach, beach, beach. Trying street food. Sao ra này nè. Ok. Lúc đọc thì trôi chảy nhưng mà cái lúc mà test để nói thì sai tùm lum hết. Tiện bị rung mà. Kỳ lạ. Okay, let's try to remember it. Do you like traveling? Where do you usually go on holiday? Where do you like traveling? And where do you usually go on? And where do you usually go on holidays? Yes, I love traveling. For me, it's one of the best way. It's one of the best way to relax, explore new places, and learn about different cultures. For me, it's one of the best way to relax. The one of the best way to relax, explore new places, and learn about different cultures. Whenever I have free time or a long holiday, whenever I have mm, free time or a long holiday, I try to go somewhere, either with friends or with my family. Most of the time, I travel within my country because most of the time I travel within my country because it's more affordable, and there are still so many beautiful places to visit. So many beautiful places to visit. Most of the time, most of the time, I travel within my country because it's more affordable, uh, and there are still so many places to visit. For example, I've been to Da Nang, Đà Lạt, and Nha Trang. For example, I've been to Da Nang, Đà Lạt, and Nha Trang. Mm, each places has its own charm. Each places has its own charm. Beaches, mountains, or peaceful countryside. Mountains, 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 or peaceful countryside. I enjoy walking around local markets. I enjoy walking around local markets, trying street food, or and taking photos of nature and people. Nature and people. Sometimes, if I have enough money and time, I go abroad. A couple of years ago, I visited Thailand and it was amazing. The food was delicious. People were friendly, and the temples were really impressive. I love to travel more in the future. Japan, Korea, and some European countries on my wish list. Okay, try this thing. Uh, give me many questions. Ok, dựa vào nội dung đoạn văn. À, hãy đưa ra cho tôi nhiều câu hỏi mà câu hỏi đó ừm, mà cấp độ khó của câu hỏi tăng dần từ một câu cho đến nhiều câu. Hãy đưa cho tôi 20 câu hỏi. À, tôi chỉ muốn dựa vào đoạn văn trên để trả lời chứ một câu hoặc nhiều câu. Tôi chỉ muốn trả lời dựa vào bằng trên không cần sáng tạo. Để coi coi nằm ở câu nhận biết không, nằm ở cấp 1 thôi. Hoặc 2. Thôi cấp nhận biết được rồi. Hãy cho tôi chụp câu hỏi ở cấp nhận biết thì bạn có thể đưa cho tôi những bao nhiêu câu hỏi đưa cho tôi toàn bộ câu hỏi đó. Ok. Does the writer like traveling? Ngán lắm lại này. Viết lại nội dung trên, không thêm thứ gì cả. Đỡ ngán nè. Okay. Does the writer like traveling? 1. The writer really enjoy traveling. Okay. 2. Who does the writer usually travel with? The writer usually travel with friends or family. Okay. 3. When does the writer usually travel in terms of free time? In terms of free time or holidays? The writer usually ai đại đi mệt quá. My family. I use when I have free time and a long or a long holiday or a long holiday. Therefore, does the writer travel more within the country or abroad? Um, I usually travel within wow wow tự nhiên nó đổi thành nội dung mới luôn, ảo thật đấy. I travel with my country. I travel with my country because it's it's more affordable. Affordable. 5. Which 3 cities in Vietnam has the writer visit? 3 cities. I have been I have been visited Đà Nẵng, Nha Trang, Đà Lạt, Đà Lạt. 6. What different types of landscapes are mentioned in the passage? Những cái phong cảnh nào đã được đề cập, được nhấn mạnh trong the passage, trong chuyến đi? The types of landscape are mentioned in the passage. Or beaches, mountains, and peaceful countryside. Peaceful countryside. Không, cái decide việc gì mới đúng. Hmm. 7. What activities does the writer enjoy doing while traveling? Những cái hoạt động nào mà enjoy traveling? Hmm. The activities I enjoy going looking around local market markets, walking around local markets, trying street food, trying street food and what and taking photos of nature and people. Which country 8. Which country abroad did the writer visit a couple of years ago? Which country abroad did I visit? A couple of years ago, I visited Thailand. Phải trả lời ngược lại chứ. The country abroad did the writer visit a couple of years ago is Thailand. Nine. How did the writer describe food in Thailand? The food in Thailand. Well, Thái Lan viết như vậy. Thái Lan đề ha. Thailand is delicious. 10. How did the writer describe people in Thailand? The people in Thailand is friendly. 11. How did the writer describe the temples in Thailand? The temple in Thailand is very impressive. It really is really impressive. Này em dùng is đúng không? Hiện tại did mà nên was were the people temple were 10. Which countries are on the writer travel wish list? Korea, Japan, Korea, and some European European country uh, are on the writer's travel list. 13. How many days does the writer prefer for a trip? Um, I prefer 3 to 5 days for a trip because it helps the because I can enjoy the place without tired, without feeling tired. 14. How does the writer usually book hotels? I usually book hotels online. How does the writer prepare his itinerary? 15. I prepare my itinerary. I plan my itinerary in advance, so I don't waste my time during the trip. Waste time during the trip. 16. Does the writer enjoy crowded tourist photo spots? I don't. Không phải là một I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of crowded famous spots. So I looking tourist famous crowded tourist spots. So I try to find quiet place. So I try to find quiet place, so I try to find quiet places where I can relax. 10. How does traveling help writer? How does traveling help the writer with stress and work? Hmm. Sao nhỉ? How does traveling help me take a break from stress from work, take a break from work, and traveling helps me. Traveling helps me take a break from work and um, daily stress. Daily stress. Um, it it gives me a chance to mm, to clear my mind, breathe, breathe, fresh air, mm, and enjoy life at a low space, and enjoy life at a slower pace, and enjoy life at a slower pace. After a trip, I always feel more energetic and to go back ready to go back to my routine. And ready to go back to my routine. 18. According to the writer, what are holidays about besides sightseeing? What are holidays about sightseeing? Cái kỳ nghỉ là gì? Kỳ nghỉ là gì ngoài việc tham quan? According to the writer. According to the writer. Holiday are not just about sightseeing. It's about they are also about creating memory. They are also creating memory, meeting new people and stepping out of my comfort zone. They're also about creating memories, meeting new people, and stepping out of my comfort zone. Uh, According to Rachel, holidays are not just about sightseeing, they are also about creating memories, meeting new people, and stepping out of my comfort zone. Even a short trip can be meaningful. Even even a short trip can be meaningful if you travel with the right attitude. Attitude. In event. I have it. 90. Times. The country the writer visited abroad. Delicious. Dessert. Refresher. Reader. Deep air. I have been went to. I have gone to along by okay. Two, the kinds of foods are mentioned in the passage are noodles, rice, and seafood. Three, I love to breathe fresh air. When I travel to the mountains. Câu 2 tôi chưa hiểu cấu trúc sữa như thế nào. Tại sao như vậy?
Tuyệt, bạn trả lời đúng câu 1 và câu 3 rồi. Giờ mình sẽ đi sâu vào câu 2, vì đây là lỗi cấu trúc mà bạn hỏi kỹ. By X, lỗi câu thừa động từ are, câu sai. The kinds of food are mentioned in the passage are noodles, rice, and seafood. Ở đây bạn thấy có 2 lần are, làm câu sai ngữ pháp. Nguyên nhân, cấu trúc the kinds of food are mentioned in the passage đã đủ, nghĩa là các loại thức ăn được nhắc tới trong đoạn văn. Nhưng bạn lại thêm một are nữa trước noodles, rice and seafood, khiến câu trở thành được nhắc tới thì là thừa. Câu đúng. The kinds of food mentioned in the passage are noodles, rice, and seafood. Ở đây ta rút gọn mệnh đề which are mentioned in the passage thành mentioned in the passage. Vậy cấu trúc là noun, past participle phrase, be, complement. Ví dụ minh họa. The cities are visited last year are Hanoi and Hue. The cities visited last year are Hanoi and Hue. The books are written by him are famous. The books written by him are famous. Bài tập luyện tương tự. Bạn thử sửa 2 câu sau nhé, giống hết lỗi vừa rồi. 1. The places are described in the article are Da Nang and Nha Trang. 2. The
This is
subjects are taught at school are math, English, and history. Bạn thử làm 2 câu này đi, rồi mình sẽ tiếp tục vòng sửa lỗi sâu để bạn nắm chắc 100%.
right. It's right. In the articles. Or Da Nang and Nha Trang. To the subject. Taught. That's for about this and history.
Xuất sắc, bạn làm rất tốt. Mình phân tích chi tiết nhé. Câu 1 gốc. The places are described in the article are Da Nang and Nha Trang. Bạn sửa. The places which are described in the article are Da Nang and Nha Trang. Cách sửa này hoàn toàn đúng ngữ pháp vì bạn dùng mệnh đề quan hệ đầy đủ. Which are described. Tuy nhiên, để câu gọn và tự nhiên hơn trong văn viết, ta có thể rút gọn thành The places described in the article are Da Nang and Nha Trang. Cả hai cách đều đúng, chỉ khác độ trang trọng và sự gọn gàng. Câu 2 gốc. The subjects are taught at school are math, English, and history. Bạn sửa. The subjects taught at school are math, English, and history. Chính xác 100%. Bạn đã áp dụng đúng quy tắc rút gọn mệnh đề quan hệ bỏ which are. Câu này tự nhiên, chuẩn xác. Kết luận bạn đã nắm chắc. Bạn đã hiểu vì sao câu thừa are, sai. Bạn biết dùng cả mệnh đề quan hệ đầy đủ which are described và mệnh đề rút gọn. Bài tập luyện thêm để chắc chắn hơn. Bạn thử sửa tiếp 2 câu này nhé. Vẫn là dạng rút gọn, mệnh đề quan hệ. 1. The books are written by J.K. Rowling are very popular. 2. The songs are sung in the concert are all in English. Bạn muốn mình sau khi bạn làm xong sẽ so sánh hai cách, giữ nguyên which are và rút gọn luôn không?
A. Okay. What does the writer say is one of the best ways to relax? One of the best way to relax is is mm, is là gì nhỉ? Tự nhiên quên mất tiêu rồi. Traveling. is explore new places, learn and learn about different culture, culture, cultures. Two, what does a writer travel alone with or with others? Does the writer travel alone or with others? Mm, I often I usually travel with friends or my family. Three, what reason does the writer give to traveling mostly within their country? Uh, the main reason uh, um, that does the writer give to for traveling mostly within their country because is is because is is more affordable for the to have affordable, it's more affordable, and um, so and there are still there are still so many um, beautiful places to visit. For how many Vietnamese cities does the writer especially mention in visiting? À, có bao nhiêu cái thành phố Việt Nam thì được đặc biệt nhắc tới? Um, is about three cities Vietnamese cities that the writer specifically 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 mentioned visiting is including Đà Nẵng, Đà Lạt, Nha Trang. Okay. Why? Which Vietnamese city mentioned is famous for beaches? The Vietnamese city mentioned is famous for beaches is Nha Trang. 6. The Vietnamese city mentioned is famous for is located in the mountain. Is Đà Lạt. 7. The Vietnamese city mentioned is a coastal resort city is Da Nang. 8. What 3 activities does a writer enjoy when visiting local spaces? 3 activities does the writer enjoy when visiting local places or walking around local street food, local market, trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. 9. When did the writer visit Thailand? When did the writer visit Thailand? The writer visited Thailand a couple of years ago. 10. How does the writer feel about the temples in Thailand? The writer felt very impressive about the temple in Thailand. 11. Which Asian countries does the writer want to visit in the future? Which Asian countries does the writer want to visit in the future? The Asian country does the writer want to visit in the future or in Japan, Korea, grow, which continent other than Asia does the writer want to travel to? The continent. Does the writer want to travel to? Is are some European Europe Europe European European tự nhiên quên mất cách viết luôn rồi. European European country. Thirteen. How many days long are the trips that the writer prefer? How many days long the writer trips? Are the trips the writer prefer? Is about 3 to 5 days that the for one trip that the writer prefer. Nếu mà vậy thì chuyển the writer prefer 3 to 5 days for one trip. Because it helps avoid feeling tired. Feeling too tired. What's in? Why does the writer like short trips? Tại sao the writer like short trip? Cái này là trên đây luôn nè. Này khỏi. Short trip because it helps is help the writer avoid feeling too tired. Okay. 15. Then it helps the writer enjoy the place. Avoid không thể là phải tránh được without avoid them. Avoid without it. without feeling too tired. Avoid thì sao? Avoid thử coi. 15. How does the writer usually book accommodation? Accommodation là gì? Chỗ ở. The writer usually book accommodation like hotels, by booking hotels online. 16. Why does the writer plan the itinerary in advance? The writer plan the itinerary in advance. Run itinerary in advance. Because of not wasting time during the trip. Because of not wasting time during the trip. What kind of tourist spots do the writers not enjoy? Kind of tourist spots does the writer not enjoy? The writer doesn't like crowded tourist spot. Places. The places that the writer prefer instead of crowded tourist spot is in Thailand are peaceful places, quiet places. Where the writer can relax. 19. What does traveling help the writer take a break from? What does traveling help the writer take a break from? Traveling helps the writer take a break from from work and daily stress 20. After a trip, how does the writer usually feel? After a trip, the writer usually feel feel more energetic energetic and ready to go back and ready to go back to the writer routine. Routine เนี่ยก็มาทำแอดนะครับแต่ writer routine ถูกมา
Bạn làm rất tốt, đã trả lời hết cả 20 câu. Tuy nhiên, mình thấy nhiều chỗ còn bị ảnh hưởng bởi cách dịch máy, lặp từ, sai ngữ pháp, chủ yếu ở chỗ dùng thừa does, are và chia động từ. Mình sẽ kích hoạt vòng lặp sửa lỗi sâu để sửa từng câu rõ ràng cho bạn. Sửa lỗi chi tiết, 20 câu. Câu 1. One of the best ways to relax is explore new places and learn about different cultures. Sai thiếu tố phải là to explore. One of the best ways to relax is to explore new places and learn about different cultures. Câu 2. I usually travel with friends or my family. Đúng, tự nhiên. Câu 3. The main reason does the writer give for traveling mostly within their country is because it's more affordable and there are still so many beautiful places to visit. Sai trật tự, không dùng does trong câu khẳng định. The main reason the writer gives for traveling mostly within their country is that it's more affordable and there are still many beautiful places to visit. Câu 4. It's about 3 Vietnamese cities that the writer specifically mentioned visiting, including Da Nang, Đà Lạt, Nha Trang. Sai chia động từ, mention, mentions. Câu cũng hơi đại. The writer specifically mentions 3 Vietnamese cities, Da Nang, Đà Lạt, and Nha Trang. Câu 5. The Vietnamese city mentioned is famous for beaches is Nha Trang. Thua is. The Vietnamese city famous for beaches is Nha Trang. Câu 6. The Vietnamese city mentioned is located in the mountains is Đà Lạt. Thua is. The Vietnamese city located in the mountains is Đà Lạt. Câu 7. The Vietnamese city mentioned is a coastal resort city is Da Nang. Thua is. The Vietnamese city that is a coastal resort city is Da Nang. Ngắn gọn hơn, Da Nang is a coastal resort city. Câu 8. 3 activities does the writer enjoy when visiting local places are walking around local markets, trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. Thua does. 3 activities the writer enjoys when visiting local places are walking around local markets, trying street food, and taking photos of nature and people. Câu 9. The writer visited Thailand a couple of years ago. Hoàn hảo. Câu 10. The writer felt very impressive about the temples in Thailand. Sai từ lại impressive gây ấn tượng, dùng cho vật, không cho cảm xúc. Người, dùng impressed. The writer felt very impressed by the temples in Thailand. Câu 11. The Asian countries does the writer want to visit in the future are Japan, Korea? Thua does. The Asian countries the writer wants to visit in the future are Japan and Korea. Câu 12. The continent does the writer want to travel to are some European countries. Thua does sai khái niệm. European countries là quốc gia, không phải châu lục. The writer also wants to travel to Europe. Câu 13. The writer prefers 3 to 5 days for one trip. Đúng, có thể tự nhiên hơn. The writer prefers trips that last 3 to 5 days. Câu 14. The writer likes short trips because it helps the writer enjoy the place, avoid feeling too tired. So likes, short, go chuk lung kung. The writer likes short trips because they allow him to enjoy the place without feeling too tired. Câu 11. The writer usually book accommodation by booking hotels online. Sai chia động từ book, books. Câu hơi lặp từ book, booking. The writer usually books accommodation online. Câu 6. The writer planned the itinerary in advance because of not wasting time during the trip. Sai chính tả. Plan, plans. Sai câu chuk, because of not. The writer plans the itinerary in advance to avoid wasting time during the trip. Câu 7. The writer doesn't like crowded tourist spots. Đúng và rõ ràng. Câu 18. The places that the writer prefer instead of crowded tourist spots are quiet places where the writer can relax. Sai chia động từ. Prefer, prefers. Câu hơi dài. The writer prefers quiet places instead of crowded tourist spots. Câu 19. Traveling helps the writer take a break from work and daily stress. Đúng, tự nhiên. Câu 20. After a trip, the writer usually feels more energetic and ready back to the writer routine. Sai chia động từ feel, feels. Cụm từ chưa tự nhiên. After a trip, the writer usually feels more energetic and ready to return to his routine. Tóm tắt lỗi bạn thường gặp. 1. Thừa từ does are trong câu khẳng định rất nhiều câu. Sai chia động từ mention, mentions, prefer, prefers, feel, feels. 3. Sai từ loại impressive, impressed. Mu. Sai chính tả short, plain, plans. 5. Dùng từ lặp hoặc chưa tự nhiên, ví dụ book accommodation by booking hotels online. Để chắc bạn nắm vững, mình có thể làm thêm một bài tập nhỏ gồm 5 câu sai kiểu. Thừa does, are, chia động từ. Bạn sửa lại. Bạn có muốn thử ngay không?
Cái này thì biết rồi. Yeah. Vấn đề là khi khi mà đưa câu hỏi xuống làm câu trả lời thì lại không phân biệt được, chúng ta không phân biệt được chủ ngữ vi ngữ, thành ra bị thừa. Viết cái này là làm nhiều quá bắt đầu nó bị lỗi nè, đưa ra tùm lum hết nè. Ok, sao mà cảm thấy Đưa câu hỏi này cũng được đó chứ. Okay, we stop here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos. Mình sẽ dừng tại đây. Cảm ơn các bạn vì đã theo dõi và hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở những video lần sau.